Hi year two, Miss Vaughan here to explain today's maths. So today in maths, parents, please don't hate Miss Vaughan. We are looking at 3D shapes. And Miss Vaughan finds 3D shapes quite tricky to learn. So I've got some top tips to help you. So 3D shapes are called 3D shapes because they have three properties. They are three-dimensional. So they have edges you can go over. They're a bit like the sides on a 2D shape. You can go over the edge. So the straight parts of a 3D shape are called the edges. Now, the flat parts of 3D shapes are a bit like our face. They are called faces. They are flat like our face. And then the points where the edges meet are called vertices, vertex, one vertex, multiple vertices, or corners, just to confuse us because we call the points of a 2D shape corners too. So you could use the language edges, faces, vertices, or one vertex, and corners to describe 3D shapes. So your red job today is to label the shapes. We've got a 3D shape word map to give you a hand. You put the name next to it, maybe see how many you can remember before you look at the word map, and then count the number of faces, vertices, and edges that you can count. So Miss Vaughan hasn't got any shapes at home, but I have got some things at home that are similar to the shapes we are looking at. So Miss Vaughan's candle holder looks a bit like a cylinder, and any tube really looks like a cylinder. So I can count how many flat faces it has. It has 1, 2, circular one at the bottom and a circular one at the top. It's got 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. Okay, how many edges has it got? It's got 1 here for the circular base and the circular top. So that's 1, 2 edges that you can go over. This counts as 1 edge all the way around because there isn't any other edges meeting it. Just 1 here and 1 here. And then how many vertices does it have? Do any of the edges meet? Well, if I've got 1 edge here and 1 edge at the other end, none of the edges meet. So this doesn't have any vertices. A cylinder doesn't have any vertices or corners. So that is your red job. I also had a cuboid, a squished cuboid, because we normally think of cuboids as long because they have rectangular faces, but this was the cuboid that Miss Vaughan could find. I know it's a cuboid because it's made of rectangular faces and squared faces. If it had equal side squared faces all the way around, it would be a cube like a dice. So this is a cuboid. So let's look at what kind of faces they have. Like I said, this has a squared face and a rectangular face. I might just make that a bit bigger so that you can see for a second. So rectangular face, because it's like a rectangle, and a squared face that is of equal length on the sides, okay? Squared face, rectangular face. A cylinder has a circular face and 1 curved surface. Circular face, both ends, okay? So you might need to find things in your home that make it easy for you to use so that you know and can count them more easily. So, my darlings, once you've done that, you need to sort the shapes into the right place. So this is a Venn diagram, and on your sheet, you've got 3 shapes to put into the right places. So I've got an example here, and we have triangular faces and rectangular faces. So what shapes can I put in there? And if a shape has got a rectangular face and a triangular face, I can put them in the middle. So triangular face, easy peasy. A pyramid has 4 triangular faces. So Miss Warren is going to write pyramid, excuse the writing, in that part. Okay, pyramid in there. And then I need a shape that has a rectangular face. And I've already said my cuboid has some rectangular faces. So I will write cuboid in there. And then I need a shape, a 3D shape that's got a triangular face and a rectangular face to put in the middle. So let's look at my 3D shape map. What shape can I see that has a triangular and rectangular face? Oh, look, that triangular prism has a rectangular face. Now, Miss Warren's going to be cheeky. I'm not going to write it out. I'm just going to be very sneaky and snip a picture of that and pop it in the right place. So I'm going to pop my triangular prism in the middle there. Okay, so it has a rectangular face and a triangular face. That's how Venn diagrams work. And then, of course, really, you don't have to work your way through all the colours. But if you do and you want to get onto green today, that's absolutely fine. You just answer the tricky green questions. Now, Miss Warren can't go through these because this is your actual job and I don't want to give you all the answers, but I can explain what the questions are. So tick each picture of a cylinder. You've got to tick the cylinders and they might look different to what you'd normally expect. As long as they have the same properties, they are still a cylinder. And then here, Fred draws around the bottom of a cone. Tick the shape that Fred draws. So what, it says bottom, but if you turn the cone upside down, it would then be the top. But what type of face does a cone have? Rectangular, circular, triangular? Who knows? Tick the right shaped face of a cone. And then one shape is in the wrong place, put a cross on it. So which shape is in the wrong place? This part, 2 of these sentences are correct. Tick them. Which 2 of these are correct? And you need to write in the missing numbers. You should just be able to use the sheet that we've already done for that. So, my darlings, you need to name and label the 3D shapes with their properties. You need to sort the shapes on the Venn diagram and you need to answer the tricky green questions if you get on to green. Now, grown-ups, I've done a grown-up cheat sheet on the website. So if you want to have a little look at that to give you a hand with today's maths, you are welcome. And of course, any questions, we are here to help. So good luck, have a good day, and Miss Warren will see you soon.